Amy Greatorex makes her way to the ring. Fought for an area title last time out, so she's fit. Actually, a step down in rounds for her, so she will provide a test tonight for Louise Orton.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her opponent to the ring, Louise Orton.
Mainly as a front foot aggressive fighter. Yeah, definitely a come forward front foot aggressive fighter. The aggression is my strength, the pressure, being able to have a presence in the ring rather than kind of running away. Like when I'm in the ring, people know I'm in the ring. And every time I'm hitting the bag or hitting the pads, I'm thinking about all the bad things that have happened and all the negative things in my life, and that's my way of dealing with it and my way of kind of fighting back with it. Make sure you're ready.
Well, it's almost impossible not to root for Louise Orton in one way or another. She didn't have bad luck, she'd have absolutely no luck at all. There have been personal and professional hardships pretty much every single step of the way in her professional career. It's been stunted by pullouts and misfortune. 8 opponents have fallen by the wayside over the course of her fledgling career, one that started back in 22, then she had a year and a half plus out of the ring due to one thing or another, but she came back at your call in November and now granted a sizable opportunity by Johnny Clark and his team, and I think Orton has got both the amateur pedigree and the style to grab this opportunity by the scruff of the neck. Andy, you'll know plenty about Orton's story. I suspect there'll be plenty of neutrals really looking forward to seeing what she can do tonight and how she can now grab this boxing career going forward.
Absolutely. What she needs, like all fighters, is activity, a bit of continuity. She desperately needs to get some momentum going because she really does have ability. She won a senior elite title in 2019. She's got some massive names on her amateur record. She's got wins against Kelly Harrington, Amy Broadhurst. Between them, those two have won everything twice over. Harrington's won an Olympic gold. So the fundamentals are there, and she just needs to try and get that train on the tracks and just keep it rolling, because if she can do that, then she can move quick. Absolutely.
She won an English title, she lost a final to Sandy Ryan. As Andy says, she's been in with them all in the amateur code, and she's got a fan-friendly style. Really looking forward to seeing how she goes about it and what she can produce tonight. Well, here's the tail of the tape. Got one win from 7 for Chesterfield's Greatorex. And you can see the 2 wins, but they have been punctuated by absences for Louise Orton. She's got a 3-inch advantage in height, slightly heavier, and a slight advantage in both youth and in reach as well. But it's all about opportunity. It's all about grabbing that for Orton tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds in the women's super featherweight division. This bout is brought to you by Johnny Clark of Top Tier Boxing and the proud sponsors by Insulations, Think Green Partners, Synergy Direct, and Triple Solar. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your timekeeper at the bell, John Smith, and the third man in charge of the action in the ring, referee Sean McAvoy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. She's wearing the black gold with purple trim. Her official weight of 9 stones 3 pounds. She has a record of 7 fights and 1 win. Hailing from Chesterfield, England's United Kingdom, Amy the G-Rex Greatorex. And And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She's wearing the black and silver. Her official weight of 9 stones and 7 pounds. She is currently undefeated with 2 wins. Hailing from Rochester, Kent, England's United Kingdom, introducing Louise Orton!
Okay, boxers, 6-round contest. Keep it clean at all times. Keep yourselves protected at all times. Touch gloves. Here we go. Good luck, guys.
Here we go then. Scheduled for 6, this one. Greatorex already doing 6 and more last time we saw her in defeat for that Midlands area title. Louise Orton, first outing of 2024. All that amateur background, all the good sparring. We mentioned some of those top female names, and another one ringside tonight, Nina Hughes over on the far side of the ring. She'll be an interested spectator, and Orton has called for an opportunity, but she also knows, George, the importance of shining when you get that opportunity, and I think we're going to see that in terms of how she goes about it tonight.
No, absolutely. It's been a fast start from Orton. She's already landed a few shots of her own. Good variety with both hands. You know, we've seen good solid jab, pressing off the front foot, but she's landing the right uppercut, left hook already in this first round. Greatorex just firing back off that back foot, trying to be a little bit elusive. Low hands, you know, I don't critique that. I had low hands from time to time, so I support it. But they both ladies at the moment, low hands, encouraging one another to maybe throw punches at each other so they can create the openings for themselves.
She's got a good jab, Orton. She's got good upper body movement as well, good angles. She's coming back with punches, and I love the way she slides across to her left to create the space for the right hand. Just a little half angle of the body across to the left, and she stabbed that jab right back through the middle, Orton. She started positively, looks relaxed. I suppose it's just harnessing that enthusiasm and positivity, Andy, with everything else.
She's been really busy this first round, but hasn't really rushed anything, and that's always a good sign. She seems to have plenty of time, well set up, nicely balanced, and Greatorex is the kind of fighter who will fire back, like George said. She will try and get something done, and I think that will suit Orton.
Great start from Orton. As I said beforehand, she's got a style that fans will like, and of course the 2 minutes in women's boxing kind of lends itself to that as well. Trying to encourage her fans who've come here tonight as well. She's got the backing of them. She's finally got the backing of a genuine sponsor as well, and she's also got the backing of her friend Chantel Cameron, who's helped both emotionally and financially, and that is some weight to have behind you, isn't it, one way or another, Andy?
Absolutely, and that's the kind of company that she was mixing in. She knows all of these people. They rate her. Good solid combination there, right hand landing, then followed by the 1-2. This is good stuff.
Yeah, she's having to show a bit of spirit here in defence, Greatorex, and I like the way Orton's mixing it up. She hurt her with the right hand there, and she's straight downstairs to throw body shots as well. So it's good variety, throwing plenty of shots and trying to build momentum early in the second round. Fair play to Greatorex. She realises she just can't be wheeling backwards, but she was clipped by a right hand, and there's another one. Hands down, she is open to those shots as we head inside the final minute of this second round. Thudding jab from Orton.
It's a good jab, isn't it? She just plants it up from the waist, and even though it travels up from the waist, there's no real tell to it. It kind of bursts up into the eye line, makes it hard to pick up from what fighters tell me. And she's worked her over a bit in this round, hasn't she? This is money in the bank for the rounds that are to come.
And she's landed at least 3 of those big long right hands. Oh, she might have hurt her with a left hook. Suddenly there was a stutter, she backed off. There's a couple of huge right hands and another one. She cannot miss with that shot. She might just run out of time at the end of this round, but some huge thumping right hands getting through from Orton. That was a massive breakthrough for the last 30 seconds of that round.
Yeah, she had her on the run there, didn't she? Because she does throw back, she does fire back, Greatorex, but she does stand quite tall, quite square, and when she gets knocked back onto her heels, her hands drop a bit and she's kind of just standing there, and Orton very, very accurate there.
And the right hand is the punch that's doing all the damage.
Yeah, she's chopping that right hand over. That was a good left hook that came and followed as well. But she's just showing too many openings. Greatorex Orton taking full advantage of it, but yeah, I'd like to see maybe just a tighter guard, or a little bit more elusive on that back foot.
So these are key seconds at the start of this third round for Greatorex if she's to withstand the pressure. The hands are just a little bit too low, Greatorex, and that's what created the difficulty for her at the end of that second round.
And her willingness to mix it is a problem for her, isn't it? Because at a certain level that's fine, but Orton is a cut above the kind of fighters she normally faces, all due respect to them, and it's going to be her undoing, I think. She just needs to try and tighten up. As George said, she's giving far too many openings. Orton with just a little bit of showboating there. It's just a question of when she wants to apply the pressure here, Orton. You feel like she can take it away from her at any time.
And this I like to see, George, even though she was asserting and having a lot of success at that end of the second round, there's concentration on defences here while she's coming forward. There's no gung-ho attitude, there's a discipline and thought behind what she's doing, and that's good in the heat of the moment, given all that she's been through.
Yeah, Greatorex is still punching, so she's now Orton's just trying to time the sharp counters.
Gets through again with a left hand uppercut. A couple of body shots go in there from Orton as well. Greatorex has just done enough in this round to stem the attack and diffuse some of the punishment that she was taking. Only just.
It could be that she's getting used to the power, to the punch power of Orton, because she's been caught clean plenty of times and she hasn't actually really looked like she's going to go down at any point, and you do see that sometimes, don't you? Somebody looks like they're banging trouble, but actually they feel the power and they get used to it.
Into round 4 then, scheduled for 6. I'm sure the success of Chantel Cameron would have been a massive carrot and inspiration for Louise Orton, as well as the fact that women's boxing full stop all across the world, but particularly in Britain and Ireland, is absolutely flying now, right now, and that would have been hard for her to take, sitting on the sidelines, spending time out of the ring. She was disillusioned with the sport, but between 22 and 23, walked away from it, but has decided to rededicate herself, and plenty of people will be excited to see what she can do with that dedication going forward.
It's just such a hard sport in so many ways, isn't it? You think about what we see in the ring, and she's working Greatorex over again here, but it's those long spells out of the ring that can be so damaging to your morale. It seems that rarely the fighters really get what they deserve, but if she can just get back active, and this is a good fight for her, you know, because she's going to have to keep the tempo high here in the second half if she's going to try and force a stoppage, because Greatorex is properly tough, and Orton, it's not just a case that she can just box these rounds, let her hands go and it'll happen. She's got to really make this happen.
And she has already through the first minute or so of this 4th round. Really busy, throwing plenty of leather, selling herself to the fans and those watching. Again, dipping and defending and attacking and landing again with the right hand. Gave it the old Gennady Golovkin shot there, where she raised the right glove and punched down with a beautiful uppercut. Little bit of everything from Orton in this round, and method behind the attack as well, concentrating on her defences, like the way she had the gloves high while she was dipping into those shots. Good performance this from Orton. Great return to action for her. You like that, George? Nice long jab, and then just taking herself back out of range so she can't be countered.
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of energy here from Greatorex. She's moving around, she's shifting her weight side to side, she's punching loose and long from each hand. I mean, she's not putting a dent in Orton, but it's enough to be respected.
She was looking for the left-hand counter there, Orton.
Yeah, mate, Orton, she started that combination with the jab. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Get back behind the jab, just settle the lady in front of her, and then look for them sort of short, sharp, eye-catching shots. At the moment, low hand, switch hitting, punching out your stance. Sure, you're showing comfort in there, but that was better. So drew the right hand, pulled back, right hand again.
Again, slightly off balance, Greatorex, but she shipped her right hand once again. And that has been one of the big shots of the night so far for Orton. There's just a little deep breath from Greatorex after one of those copped. And now the right hand got through. Another busy round. Another round in the bank for Orton. Here we go then, into the sixth and final round. What can Louise Orton produce? Plenty so far. Jab getting through. Good defence and movement from Orton. She clipped her with the right hand again. Quite a few times that right hand has got through when Greatorex has been on the back foot and off balance, and just about for the first time she's trying to hang on and hold on.
Yeah, Greatorex looks like she's unravelling under that pressure from Orton. Orton just now took her foot off the gas again, but maybe trying to build it up for another waver into the last minute of the last round.
Ooh, a couple of body shots there from Orton up close. It was a wins from Greatorex. She's having to work hard to get through this. Defiance from Greatorex, who wails away with a couple of shots of her own. Again, a deep breath from Greatorex. Pretty relentless pressure this Andy throughout.
It is. It's still just about on this. 20 seconds to go. She really just puts them together until the end here. She's going to come up just short, I think, Orton, but she's done what we wanted her to in this final round. And credit to Greatorex. You have to tip your hat to her because she has toughed this out.
Yeah, a little shake of the head from Orton. I don't think that's because she took an unnecessary shot, or she's just respecting the toughness of Amy Greatorex, who does hear the final bell. Well, that was incessant, relentless pressure from Louise Orton, who might just have sold a few tickets for the future. And more importantly, after all of her hardships, she is back in business.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Sean McAvoy scores the bout 59-55. And your winner, Louise Orton!
Louise Orton credits Amy Greatorex's defiance and stubbornness and toughness, but that smile, well, that's probably the biggest thing for her tonight, is winning, enjoying her boxing, And now going forward, hopefully being busy and progressing finally with her career too.
How did it feel being in the ring tonight, back out?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, everyone who knows me knows I'm probably the most unluckiest boxer in professional boxing. But tonight, we made it here. It really happened. Yeah, just amazing to get back in there again.
Now, it looked like towards the end of some of the rounds in there, you were ramping it up, maybe you'd hurt her. Did you think at any point you'd hurt her enough to get her out of there?
I did think if I probably had another 10 seconds, I probably would have got her out, but that's how it goes. And I mean, if they do extend the females to 3 minutes, then yeah, probably would have been. But fair play to her. I really appreciate the fact that she even turned up tonight, because I've had so many opponents just kind of pull out on me last minute and let me down. But no, top respect to Amy for coming in the ring and for bringing it tonight.
Yeah, tough opponent. But what did you want to showcase in there tonight, going forward?
I think for me, the opponents I've previously had have just been there to survive, really. They've not come at me, they've not kind of threatened me at any point, and it gets quite boring, really. But it was good to get in there with someone who was game, who wanted to win, who came to win. And just the point of that is you get to see the best of me then. Like, you get to showcase a bit of my skill with an opponent coming forward rather than just someone on the back foot all the time. So, yeah.
Now, it was originally meant to be for a title, but it couldn't be. So is it a title fight next?
We hope so. We hope so, yeah. Tonight was meant to be for the British title and for Silver Commonwealth, and an eliminator for the Commonwealth, which would have been Kirsty Hill, who I've previously beat. So it was a really good setup for me, but because my last fight fell through, I then didn't qualify for the title. So that was quite tough. I'll be honest, when my last fight pulled out, and then I knew tonight was then not going to be for the title, I did struggle a little bit in camp to get motivated to have that goal at the end. But we pulled it off at the end of camp, and here we are. That was the result.
It's great to have you on the Top Tier Show. A final word to all the supporters who have come out tonight.
I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who buys a ticket. I mean, it's not everyone's sport, not everyone's interested. And I mean, the people here are the people who continually buy tickets time after time. And if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to be here tonight. And I just want to say a massive shout out to all my team, Duncan, Paul, Dave, my coach and my boyfriend Carl, and his two little girls over there, my #1 fans. A massive shout out to all my friends and family who have come. And most of all to Andrew Mallet at Urban Penguin over there. If it weren't for this man, I would have walked away a long time ago. Thank you, Andrew.
Well, it was a fantastic performance. Great to have you back.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Johnny Clark, mate, wherever you are, for allowing me this opportunity. I don't know where he's gone. He's probably busy somewhere, but yeah, thanks for Johnny for giving me this opportunity. I mean, these shows here, they're like mini matchroom shows. These are the best small hall shows you're going to get, and just having the opportunity to be on this show is unreal. And I'm sorry to everyone who had to wait for my long walkout song, but it is what it is. It's my moment tonight, so I lapped it up.
It certainly was. Well done.
Thank you.